Let me begin with Siddhart Sharma first up. Siddhart, I know that the media gets blamed a lot by Congress spokespersons and Aam Aadmi Party spokespersons every time we raise this issue or discuss this issue. But I hope you will cut us some slack today, because all of these discussions emanate from the fact that either a Congress spokesperson or an Aam Aadmi spokesperson comes out in the public and gives out different messaging. Now, that messaging from this alliance, this India bloc, is the biggest issue for you today. I hope you would have the humility to accept that.
Yeah, in fact, isn't it nice that the TV studios get a chance to discuss all those things?
Yes, good for us. I'm not complaining, but at least don't blame us for it.
No, I'm not, absolutely not blaming. In fact, in a roundabout way, I'm taking the blame on myself. There is something called as disinformation in sports as well as war, where we play disinformation games so that to keep the opposition guessing. So, to answer your question, I'll answer it in the second part. I'll start it because there is always a context to whatever.
But Siddhart, can I just come in? Because you made that sports analogy, can I just tell you, in sports, there may be disinformation about your playing 11. On the captain, there is no disinformation. Please understand the difference. We are not talking about the playing 11. We are talking about the captain who will lead the side. On that, uncertainty is never a good thing.
No, then Shivani, how come just 1 month henceforth, just 1 month away, India is going to play the World Cup of cricket in India, and India has not yet declared its captain, whether it's whoever it is.
But there's no uncertainty on that.
Absolutely. Rohit Sharma has not been declared the captain of Team India for the World Cup. Everybody knows that. Does that mean
so there is a timeline to declare him as the captain. Are you telling me there's a timeline for you guys as well? You will declare it maybe, I don't know, 4 months before the elections, 6 months before the elections? But you will declare it.
Absolutely. Jokes aside, I'll come to the serious part now, and I'll come to the serious part in the second place. There is a context to it. What is the context here? Prime Minister Modi has essentially ushered in kleptocracy in India by depriving the countrymen and distributed it to its friends, raised inflation sky high, created a situation of civil war in the country, and has succumbed to China. Now, to save the country from this kind of plight, Arvind Kejriwal has joined Team India. The Team India Alliance, Arvind Kejriwal has joined only to ensure that the countrymen are saved from this plight. Kejriwal's aim is to save the country. His mandate as of today is as the CM of India's capital. He is not there to be the Prime Minister. Now, to come to the very substantial part that you had asked, the Constitution of India is very clear. It starts with the words, "We the people of India." Unfortunately for BJP, it is "Me the Prime Minister of India." So, we the people of India always take precedence over "Me the Prime Minister of India." And the people of India are seeing this. Essentially, BJP is running a Ponzi scheme on the people of India, where all the people's money's pockets are being squeezed out. People have seen through this.
Siddhart, I wasn't asking you. Siddhart, very nicely you've answered everything, but you're not answering my fundamental question. I'm not asking you the issues on which you're fighting Mr. Modi. We get those issues. I asked you simply that every day and routinely, let me put it like this, routinely, and even ahead of this big meeting of the opposition bloc coming ahead, and let me take this to Mohan now, one party or the other, one spokesperson or the other keeps on giving out different messaging. The Congress today puts out a poster which doesn't even have Arvind Kejriwal in it. No wonder the party was forced to respond. You've put up a different poster now. I mean, this is just messaging that is going to confuse the public.
I don't think the public is confused. I mean, listen, if you talk to any member of the parties of the alliance, as Priyanka Chaturvedi said, that they would want their leader to be the Prime Minister. I think Atishi said, and as the AAP spokesperson confirmed, that Arvind Kejriwal ji has said that he's not in a race to be Prime Minister. Also, I think we confound, our constitution affords for a Westminster democracy, where it's the legislatures that get elected, who in turn install a government, and even a no confidence motion goes to the legislators, not back to the voters. So this sort of, we are in love with this presidential contest, but that's not how our democracy actually is supposed to work. I don't think any of the people who are in the India Alliance, the leaders, are desperate to be Prime Minister right now. What they're desperate for is to save this country from the tyranny of Mr. Modi and the Bharatiya Janata Party and what they've done to it. I'm not going to talk about the issues, because you said why people are well aware of the issues that we stand for and why we're coming together in an alliance. I just want to confirm that, listen, there will be people, we have a lot of inner party democracy. All our parties are more democratic than the Bharatiya Janata Party. So you will have people who speak out of turn.
This is not intra-party democracy talking. This is inter-party rivalry talking. Come on, let's get our facts right and let's get our terminology right.
Shivani,
No. If AAP is fighting with Congress, that's not intra-party democracy.
There's no fighting happening between AAP and Congress. There is somebody who overzealously put a poster out that was taken down by the Congress party after that. There are zealous spokespersons in all parties who want their leaders to be leaders. Has there been an official statement from the India Alliance? No, there hasn't been. Until that comes, then it's just perception.
You're telling me
have
today,
your perception, other people have their perception.
No, Siddhart will respond on overzealous. Siddhart will respond on overzealous spokespersons, but you're telling me you don't want Rahul Gandhi to be the next Prime Minister of the country?
Of course I do, but that's my point exactly. Siddhart would want his leader. TMC would want their leader.
But you've got to come. I get that, Mohan, but my fundamental point is this only. 8 months before the elections, you've got to come on board, not just as an alliance and a bloc, but you've got to agree on fundamental things.
Why is the Prime Minister a fundamental thing? The issues are fundamental things. Those are, you fight elections based on issues. We're not in a personality contest here. That's what I'm trying to explain.
But that brings me to my second question. I started off this show by saying, one, can they agree on a prime ministerial candidate, or would it be better for them to not name one? I know the alliance has indicated at multiple times that it's not necessary for us to do it. But is that really a winning way? Because whatever you may say, Mohan and Siddhart, you may not like it, you may disagree with it. We do have a very popular leader in Narendra Modi to contest against. And it might not be a winning strategy to actually have no one as the face against him. So let Siddhart answer that first, then I'll bring in our BJP and NCP representatives. Can you win without a face? Without one joint face that you can take to the masses and say, this person will be our leader, we are all backing this person, vote for all of us, but for this person to be the Prime Minister. Siddhart.
Yeah, isn't it an insult, Shivani, to the 140 crore people of India and their wisdoms to say that this alliance will not come up with a name? There are, you showed some graphics regarding the strength of political parties. I'll tell you one fact, and this is a fact I'm stating. Since 2019 till today, in all the Vidhan Sabha elections pulled together, the India Alliance has got 26 crore votes, and the BJP in the same elections has got 23 crore votes. Why is it so? Now, essentially, what a common man faces is that there are two concerns that haunt every common man of India. One is the future of their children, and the other is the health of their family. The Modi government's expenditure per capita spent per year is only 32 rupees per child on education and 23 rupees per adult on healthcare.
Siddhart, I'm sorry, I'm having to interrupt you again. 1 second, I'm having to interrupt you again because you again didn't answer my fundamental question. Or whatever one line you said, why do you feel we will not announce a name? That lets me to believe that you will come to a consensus. Fair enough. I'll take it as the official line. But Mohan just said we don't need to do it. You are saying we will do it in our own sweet time. Again, I am confused. I don't know about the public. But when it comes but when it comes to votes, I'm sorry to say arithmetic doesn't work like this on the ground. All of these numbers you're quoting are of past elections. In most of those elections, these parties have not fought together. And we have seen, for example, in Mahagathbandhan in Uttar Pradesh, votes don't transfer so easily when parties have been known historically to fight against each other. So let's not bring up those numbers. If this happens, if the alliance puts up a single candidate versus BJP in most Lok Sabha seats, then this will be new. We haven't seen that happen in India. So we'll wait and see if that happens and if the votes transfer. But yes, Mohan, you wanted to come in very quickly. I have to go to my other guest.
I wanted to say that I have an opinion here, which I'm stating, and so does Siddhart. And both the decision of whether to announce a Prime Minister candidate or not is, I'll speak for myself, but I think it works for Siddhart as well, is way above our pay grade.
But I thought you were representing your parties today, not your personal opinion.
We are representing our parties. Not every decision in the party we are privy to, or the alliance now, which is even larger than the party.
Okay, we'll wait and see what happens of this meeting. But